10 years of timelessness. I woke up in a dream where I couldn't tell if I was asleep or dead. The walls were cold, the ceiling close to my face, as if I was born in a prison with no known reason. At first, I didn't understand why I had been imprisoned. There was no sentence, no accusation, just an officer with a harsh face, looking at me as if waiting for my tears. I begged him, not for myself, but for my brother. Please, just get him out of their hands. He hasn't done anything. The officer smiled, a victorious look, as if my humiliation was his greatest pleasure. And when he brought my brother out for a moment, I threw myself at his feet and kissed them, not out of love, but because I saw my brother alive. And the officer? He was pleased, as if my humiliation was his feast. Time passed. No, it devoured me. When the state collapsed, I didn't simply leave. I escaped. Through fences no longer guarded by soldiers. The land was wide, scattered with sparse plants, like a glimmer of hope in a dying body. I ran barefoot, gasping, with guards yelling behind me in chaos, until I reached the borders of a country that no longer belonged to anyone. They attacked me at first, thinking I was insane. Maybe I was, in their eyes, but when I spoke, they calmed. They realized I was a prisoner with no charge, a fugitive from a state turned to ashes. That's when the real journey began. I waited for my brother. In every passing moment, I saw him in shadows, among crowds, in the eyes of strangers. But no one else could see him. I began to doubt. Was he dead? Or was it me who refused to accept his death? And when I tried to speak to people, they laughed. You've said that 1,000 times before. The knowledge I once thought brilliant had become a joke. They debated me like a child repeating an old riddle. But I had one question left, unanswered. Does ice gain or lose heat when it melts? Everyone fell silent. The debate began. And in that moment, I saw him. My brother, standing among them, unchanged. The same face, the same look. He said nothing, just stared at me, as if watching the ending of a story he already knew. I left them arguing and walked on. On my way to our old house, the one we lived in before everything, I saw 2 dogs soaked in blood. They came close, but didn't attack. They just walked past me, with a look full of pity, a look that said, "You've known more than you should, and lived more than your heart can bear." I entered our house. There were never any mirrors before, or maybe there were, but they never let me look into them. Finally, I stood before one. I looked and stepped back. Who is this? My face had changed. My features melted into exhaustion. One eye bulging, lips pale, body like the echo of one that was once strong. I examined every detail, lid by lid, line by line, until I could no longer deny the truth. I was still me, just changed. I understood that this was my new reflection, perhaps distorted, worn out, but real. I accepted myself. But I couldn't accept losing my brother. I still don't know. Is he dead? Or is it that I simply cannot handle the idea that he vanished and never returned? Did my mind hide the truth to protect me? Or am I living in a fantasy, just to survive? No answer. Just my face in the mirror, staring back at me in silence.